No, I love all my movies. Like they're my children. That's bullshit. To my friend Quark, another cool Cuba. It was such a great experience. You actually partied with Quentin. Hell yeah. Hi, I am Quark Henares and I'm doing 5 shots with Esquire. And I am drinking Intramuros Liqueur de Cacao, only because it's been around in my, how do you call that, drinks cabinet, no? It's just been around in the kitchen for maybe a few years and I have not partaken, and I think now's the right time, perfect time. Game. Okay. You know what? When we made Rakenrol, that was it. That was pretty much kind of like the one-off. But when yun nga, because of recent events coming out on Netflix and everything, we had a little online reunion, and Diego and I, started talking again. I mean, started talking about Diego's my best friend, he's my best man, and everything. And we started talking about the possibilities of making something in the universe, not necessarily about happy packs or whatever, but kind of like, okay, what if it's about something else, but maybe some of the characters show up, not necessarily being the stars, but you know what? Actually, Rakenrol had a spin-off series called Rakista. I think someone posted it on YouTube. So it was about a different band called the Love Team, and then yung band members na Carlo Aquino, sina Denise Laurel, um, but it's we love it because it was like Community, pero before Community came out. So may mga zombies, may mga I think someone posted it on YouTube, but yeah, if you can look for Rakista, we're super proud of that also. So I think, well, now kasi ang hirap gumawa ng film na parang rock and roll now, because yun nga, like, iba yung music scene. Well, for better or for worse, diba? Parang it's really more, there's a lot more pockets, more laptop musicians. So I think it would be only Irene and Audie. I don't necessarily think si Audie na lang, laptop, Pro Tools. Irene, Glyza and Irene for me are so interlinked. It's so hard to think of anyone who could kind of take that role. Let's see, Maris Racal. I think Maris Racal would do a great job because she is a musician herself. And then for Audie, Khalil Kaimo, he has like the broodingness. And then for Jackie Rocha, mahirap. To the point that because Jackie Rocha, Dieter was maybe 10 years older than them. So maybe Ketchup Eusebio actually would be a great Jackie Rocha. Or Joros Gambo would be a great Jackie Rocha. Jackie Rocha is based on a real person. In fact, most of those lines were actually said by that person. Yeah. In fact, parang sinasabi namin ni Diego na parang I don't know. I guess this applies to the whole movie. It's so much is we can't really say we were the writers of the film because so much of the film was actually said, especially Jackie Rocha. Yung mga musika is an extension of your soul, or yung mga even yung mad props, brips ko yan. That was real, totoo yan. Okay, shot number 2. Ang sarap nito, grabe. Okay. I remember because Rakenrol was a kind of like an ordeal to have made. Kasi Diego and I wrote that right after Keka. And then we wrote it 2004. I think we finished it 2005. And then we were looking for money. We were looking for funding. Ended up doing kind of like just doing it indie, super low budget. So we started shooting 2008, which is like 4 years after we wrote it. And I remember the urban dub scene was when urban dub started playing. But I was getting so emotional. And then I looked at Diego. Pareho kaming crybabies. I looked at Diego and then he was crying. And then I started crying. and, then, and then our production designer started crying and I think Ketchup started crying. So parang everybody was crying while Urban Dub was playing. God, see, I'm tearing up. But I think just knowing that, fuck, finally nangyari to. Oh my God, we've been dreaming of this moment for so long, and it's there. So, yeah, that was one of my favorite on-set experiences. Game. Nice. What I miss most about Rakenrol is actually the bands, the band scene, being part of a band and the existence of bands. So I think now medyo di ba? Parang mas computer mas laptop artists yung in or hip hop artists which I love. But iba talaga yung feeling na nasa Cubao X ka. And everybody's kind of like going crazy watching Ciudad or something, and I don't know. There was really a semblance of there was really a feeling of a scene where Monday magra-rock kayo sa Magnet, Tuesday mag-play Tuesdays kayo sa Route 196, and then Wednesdays pupunta kayo Manila DJ Club where the DJ would be spinning dance punk or whatever. Crazy. And then you had Sagiho and Route 196 and Merrick's and all these places where bands would kind of congregate. So, yun. Super nakakasin. Okay! Okay. Okay. Directing. I think it's something. I haven't directed a movie in 5 years. I just finished writing a script, actually writing and directing. I think I'm very grateful for my job now at Globe Studios. I think just being able to produce stuff like Dead Kids or Gaya sa Pelikula or LSS or Sunod, parang is such a gift to me. But end of the day, I really am a storyteller, diba? So I think just even writing the new movie has kind of been so good for my mental health, and I think the reason I decided to direct is I really like collaborating. I really like working with people. I'm not like I'm the auteur and I'm the artist. It's always been joyous for me to kind of like, let's see what Katya Santos has to offer for this role. Let's see what J.A. Tadena, how J.A. Tadena can light the scene. Let's see how Christina D will design. Then kind of like, I always say directing is kind of like conducting, diba? Parang if you're a conductor, you don't necessarily know how to play the flute or how to play the violin, or you're not the best at it, but you can hear the symphony, diba? And you can kind of like make everyone use their talents to create this one thing. So that is directing for me, and something I am so excited to get back to. We're supposed to shoot. We're supposed to shoot very soon. I just can't find my main actress. It's called Cancelled. Sana we shoot this year. I think like literally we've already been on pre-production, so very excited to start on it. In many ways I've been delaying the shoot. Number one, because everybody gets COVID in shoots. Number two, because yun nga, parang I want theaters to be back and I want to be able to show it together. Is this the last shot? Last shot. Parang di ko nakakaya. But okay. Okay, game on. Literally the day after the Rakenrol premiere, I flew to LA to take my MBA. Kasi my parents were like, when are you gonna get a real job? I'm like, limang pelikula na ako. Hindi ba real job yun? But I took my MBA. And then I took business school for 2 years. And I worked in Hollywood. I worked in Hollywood for a while, but I was doing office stuff. I was doing more administrative stuff. And I remember talking to this film finance guy, and I asked him like, why not put TV finance? Because TV finance is more lucrative. Diba? There's for sure hindi ka mauubusan ng content. TV is where the money is right now. And he said, I know I can do TV finance. I know I can do it with my eyes closed. But that's not what's in my sleep. Film is what's in my sleep. And I think when he told me that, parang mind blown ako. And I was like, tang ina. And then I actually left soon after and I went back home. Because even though I was working in Hollywood, I wasn't doing what was in my sleep. Diba? Which is, diba? What keeps you up at night? When you're commuting or when you're driving home, what are you thinking about? Diba? When you're taking a shower, where does your mind drift off to? And you have to do what's in your sleep. And yeah, that was something that I learned and kind of like brought me back here.